Hi, my name is Esty Zanetti, and for my final Sports Med 3 project, I had nutrition and I chose to look at extreme diets. I chose to do extreme diets because I feel like a lot of the time these crazy diets come to popularity through social media, and people see the results but don't really fully understand what these diets actually do to your body. So I know we know what a diet is, but just in case, a diet is when you restrict what you're eating and cutting out specific foods or food groups. People do this for health reasons or for weight loss, but it really varies depending from person to person. So the four diets I'm looking at are high raw veganism, paleo, carnivore, and keto. So firstly, I have high raw veganism. High raw veganism is like regular veganism where you don't eat any animal byproducts, but it takes it like a level deeper and you only eat things that are raw. So you usually only eat like fruits and vegetables, sometimes nuts and seeds. If you do heat anything up, it has to be below 104 to 118 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know if anybody's seen like this TikTok couple, but they're high raw vegans and they like got famous for their crazy diet when they would like literally eat like 6 papayas in one sitting because that was literally all they could eat. But for the pros and cons, being high raw vegan can lower your blood pressure and lower your risk of heart disease. It can also improve digestion. It's also been linked to low amounts of body fat. But because of the low body fat, you're weakening your muscles and your bones. You have extreme tooth decay because your body's not getting the nutrients it needs to be healthy. And this is kind of piggybacking off of that, but a lot of the time these people are infertile because their body's not getting the nutrients it needs to be stable and create that homeostasis in itself so it can't like produce enough nutrients to supply itself, but also supply another being. Secondly, I have paleo. Paleo is when you eat things that the early human hunter gatherers ate, which is no processed foods, no sugar that's added, or artificial sweeteners. I feel like a lot of the time people are paleo and don't even realize it because when people are like trying to eat healthier, they cut out fast food, they cut out refined sugar. And I feel like they're like loosely following paleo without even realizing it. The pros of paleo are that it can improve your cholesterol and reduce your blood pressure. It also reduces your mortality rate and improves your gut health. Some cons are that it can have some gastric distress on your body due to the increase in fiber. You're not eating any grains or dairy, so it can be kind of hard to like find things to eat. It can also get super expensive because you're not eating that processed food like fast foods. You're eating whole organic foods, which I mean, we've all been to Whole Foods. It can be really expensive. Additionally, sometimes people are paleo in conjunction with being vegan. And when you're vegan and you're not eating meat or anything, your biggest source of protein are from legumes. Legumes. That's just a food group for beans. That's like a big source of their protein. And you can't eat those when you're paleo. So sometimes when people eat like are vegan and paleo in conjunction, they have like no source of protein, which can be dangerous. Thirdly, I have the carnivore diet. So it's exactly what it sounds like. You only eat meat. You have no dairy, no veggies, no fruits, no grains, no carbs. I don't know if anybody knows who the Liver King is. He calls it the ancestral diet, where he literally eats raw meat all the time, which I think is disgusting. Look at him munching, chowing down on that giant cow liver. Kind of really grosses me out, but he made a claim a really long time ago that eating like this raw meat is what gave him this physique, but then he got exposed for taking a bunch of different steroids. So it was kind of silly. People that are carnivores claim that carbs are the reason for chronic illnesses. So they think that if you eat like bread, you're gonna like have Alzheimer's and stuff like that. So the pros of being a carnivore are that it can control your blood pressure, your blood sugar, and better your heart and gut health. But on the con side, like meat is so high in saturated fat and high it can heighten your cholesterol. Also, if you're like the Liver King, like you're eating raw meat. Like that you're gonna get food poisoning, like salmonella and E. coli, like, it's gonna happen. And then, oh, like I previously mentioned, like, carnivores claim that carbs are the reason for chronic illnesses. So they're like, oh, if you be a carnivore, it will treat your depression, your anxiety, like arthritis, obesity, diabetes. I don't know what the validity is of this. I feel like if it was that easy, it would be a lot more popular, but they claim it. And then lastly, I have keto. This is the only one that I actually know people who are on keto. A whole lot of, like, keto can be really beneficial for people with diabetes. Like, my whole family is diabetic. So I know a bunch of people who are keto, and it's really, really helped them. I also know that keto's like kind of up there with veganism. It's become really popular in the last couple years. And keto is when you eat low carbs and high fat. And that puts your body in a state of ketosis, which is a metabolic state where your body burns fat really, really fast, because normally, in order to make energy, your body would burn carbs and fat. But with no carbs, all they have is fat. So they're burning fat really, really fast. So the pros of being keto, like I mentioned before, my whole family's diabetic. A lot of people that are diabetic are keto. And that is because it can reduce your A1C and improve your insulin sensitivity, which, if you don't know what diabetic is, your body's not producing insulin. So that's really beneficial. Um, in addition, though, you can decrease your fat storage so you lose weight really quickly. And there's also been claims made that keto can help with a bunch of illnesses like cancer and Alzheimer's and epilepsy. Again, I don't really know the validity. I did see some studies saying that they're looking into keto being able to slow tumor growth and stuff, but again, I don't think anything really concrete has been discovered from that. And then on the con side, you get sick. Like, in the first week that you become keto, you get the keto flu, which is exactly what it sounds like. You get like flu-like symptoms for a couple days, and then it just goes away. Also, if you're keto for a long time and then break that and eat like a pizza, you're gonna get sick for the next couple days. Again, so it's kind of silly, kind of weird, but yeah. And then your risk of kidney stones is also super increased, and you have low protein in the blood when you're keto. And then this specific risk is only for people, there's a specific type 2 diabetes medication, and if you're keto and you're taking that specific medication, you can develop ketoacidosis, which is when your blood is acidic, super acidic, which is obviously deadly and harmful. So it's really important, if you're diabetic and you're thinking about being keto, you need to tell your doctor and like make sure they're monitoring you and stuff. But yeah, that's my project. Thank you.